Okay, so here we have the T34 1942. Now it is like many other T34s, in my personal opinion. Very beautiful tank. Handles fantastic. It's nice and fast. It's got decent armor rating, and it's probably because of the sloped armor that they implemented on these things. It's probably one of the few reasons why it's extremely good. But I have been playing an upper tier for a little while using the IS-2, and I decided, why the hell not? I'm going to go ahead and come back down and mess around with these T34s again because I love them. They're fantastic. I mean, I remember back when I first got them, I was like, oh my god, like look at the reload rates. It's like 7 seconds. I mean, oh, it's so bad. I can't mess with it. And I remember that I just started messing around with these, and they just started getting better and better with each iteration that I messed with, all the way up until, anyways, the T34-57, which after that point, Tier 3 Russian is just it's just a waste of time. But so I just came back a couple days ago and started messing around with these, and yeah, I've been getting 10 to 17 kills a game without even trying. I mean, I guess you could say I'm trying. Doesn't really matter one way or the other, but they get to work. I mean, the only thing that is opposition for these things on the battlefield, or if you run into them anyways, are the Panzer III Aus Js and the T34 1942s, and on occasion when you do meet them, the M4 A1s and M4 Shermans. Anything else isn't really too much of a challenge. So let's just go to this replay that I made just a little while ago. And so this is replay. 25 kills in this one tank. Really cheap tactics, I admit. Camping at their spawn and the like, but it still is 25 kills in a single tank, which most people are lucky if they get 3 in a game. And this thing just goes out there and just it performs. Okay, well, go ahead and go from a first person's perspective. Show you what I'm doing. It's kind of annoying because I don't like the way that they set these replays up in this game, where it doesn't show anything but friendly markers, because you can't really see what I'm aiming for 90% of the time in the free roam. You can, but having the outlines of the tanks and the enemy's name highlighted above them, I think, is something that just should be included in this, and sadly it's not. So it's kind of frustrating. So let's see. Honestly, can't remember the name of this map for some reason. I think it's Poland, if I'm correct. And I personally love this map. The close range, the city, and the outskirts. If you really want to fight a little bit of a long range battle, you can do that. But you really don't have to, and I don't see any point. Even in later tiers, this is still an extremely good map simply because of the close range. Some people don't like that because they like to go a little bit further out, and I could see why. I mean, that extra armor protection just from distance is was definitely a benefit. And right here, there's an M4 right there. I saw him a little while ago. He's gonna come past that building. I think, if I'm correct, I get a crit hit on him, but it doesn't get a kill. And he goes for a shot at me. Doesn't do anything. And coming soon anyways, this is when things start to get extremely good. Now, this isn't a very fast-paced game. There's not a lot of action. There's not very much fun in it. However, and I believe off in the distance there's a M3 or something running over on there. Going this way, see if this guy's shooting at over here. Nothing really too important, so I pretty much ignored him. Sounds like he died, actually. This little T70, he's gone. Actually, I think it was a T60. Going for this Panzer III Aus E. Hit him once, caught him on fire. Go for a second hit. He gets my gunner. I back up away. I'm not too worried about it. I know that his chances of actually penetrating my front armor are slim to none, so I just kind of went for the kill, and he just tries to rush me. Go straight through the middle, kill all of his crew. Game over for him. I'm not for sure what's over here. I think it's a Panzer III. Yeah, it's just another Panzer III. Caught him on fire, got the kill. Now there's people spawning in over here. Admittedly, like I said earlier, this is a very, very cheap game. Very, very cheap tactics. And obviously I'm going up against tanks that, let's just face it, they can't penetrate me unless they get extremely lucky. There's a Su-76 over there on top of that hill. Across the way, you can't see him. There's a little friendly marker over there, I think, trying to kill him. So I just went ahead and got out of there before things got worse than they actually should have. And for pretty much here on, this little corner right here where these houses are, is pretty much my go-to zone. Another kill, that's 4. Panzer II. See, 5 kills there. I like how they still haven't fixed this in this game. It said I got a one-shot kill. Yeah, no, that never happened. I know there's some people coming for me. I'm not really for sure from where. There's a little M2 over here. Get him once. I believe I crit him right here. He goes to run away, explodes and dies. M3, that bounced. I get stuck on some stairs of all things. So I just sit here and get hit on quite a few occasions. That I also bounced on the M3. Back off, and I see this. I can't remember if there's a. Yeah, it's a Panzer II. He doesn't do anything to me either, so I'm not too worried about it. I keep getting stuck on these stairs, so it's kind of hard to actually get hits on people. And as you can tell, it's really, really terrible to try and shoot with this thing on any form of sideways, like flying from a cliff, because your accuracy is shot. You have to fire from flat ground. It's so bad. This little M24. Okay, this guy's hilarious. He tries to kill me, I think 3 times in that little reserve tank. And the results for him are always the same. He ends up trying to come up behind me, he ends up going straight on against me, and he dies every time. And it's really funny because he's able to get 1 or 2 hits on me, but nothing can really penetrate you at this tier against any of these tanks. I literally mean absolutely nothing. The M4 can penetrate you from the front. It can penetrate you from pretty much any angle, but the chances of going up against an M4 in this game are slim to none. And the funny thing is even if people do have a single M4, they go through them so fast that it doesn't matter for them anyways. They always end up going out with it as their first tank, and it dies, and they don't have the other M4 to back them up, and it's game over for them. And right here, I was getting hit from on top of that hill over there, and the funny thing about that was they were trying to hit me, and they could have probably got me through their side armor, but I don't think that they really understand at this tier where the hit points are for these tanks and where to hit them at. Like M4s, there's a little side hatch I've noticed on an M4 on the left hand side. It's like a little, there's that M2. He's back again for some more fun. But little side hatch on the side of the M4s that you can hit. And I'm not sure if there's ammo there. I'm not sure exactly what's there. But it was extremely easy to get a kill on them every single time. And the funny thing is on the M3 Lee, it's the exact same thing. They have a little hatch on the left-hand side that if you hit there, it's almost always guaranteed to be either a crit or an instant kill. So just remember that. The Sturmgeschütz have a really good area you can hit if you can penetrate it anyways. If you're looking at it on the right-hand side of the tank, shoot right there. I'm not sure if there's ammo there, but it's the same thing. It's almost a crit every single time without fail. Okay, at this point, honestly, again, I can't even tell how many kills I've gotten at this point. I know it's insane. 15 kills. That Zis-30 was probably one of the few things that could have killed me, but he either wasn't aiming well enough or just wasn't paying attention. I just instantly killed the M16, killed his driver, and I'm not sure if he has a secondary driver, but killed him too, if that's the case. Then the M24, I don't know why that guy keeps trying to come back over here. He's gotten killed on, I don't even know how many occasions, I think 3 or 4 by this chance. And here's the Sturmgeschütz right here. This is what I'm talking about. Right here on the right hand side, if you're looking at him. Dead. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, this little M2. Actually, no, that's M5. My apologies. But I don't know why I have so many problems. I ended up getting hit by something. I couldn't really tell what it was, if it was an M16 or something. I'm not really for sure, but I got caught on fire there. It took out quite a lot of things. Getting shot at again, guy ends up killing himself, so... I think that guy had spawn protection, so I pretty much just ignored him. Went on to a different target. Waited a little while, shot again, missed. And the spawn protection is just about to go away. I believe on this shot is when I get my first hit on him. Yep, there it goes. It was just a through and through side armor, so it didn't do any damage to him. That one I actually think got his gunner and some of his crew. Not really for sure. I think it may have gotten his turret. Making sure there's no one behind me. Yeah, and this... Yep, this guy's dead. There he goes. And now we're sitting at 20 kills here. 20. Count them. This little M2 coming our way. Yeah, there's also this other thing I've still noticed about some of these tanks. On very few occasions, you'll notice that you'll hear the sound of 2 rounds going off at the exact same time. I'm not really for sure why this keeps happening. I know that if you spam the mouse button as you're reloading and getting ready to fire, it's typically when it happens. But I don't know if it's actually sending out 2 rounds or if it's just sending out 1 that sounds and looks like 2. It's kind of hard to tell, especially with the smoke and everything. You can't tell if the second round is actually hitting anywhere, because every time that you fire it, you just can't notice it. And then this little T50 brings the kill count up to 24, I believe. Is it 24? That's 23. Okay, that's another weak spot on the T28 right there on the side armor. There's some ammo right there. It's pretty easy to kill him from there. This little Panzer II, hit him. He's got spawn protection, so I ignore him. And I see this M4, and I couldn't tell if he was looking at me, or not looking at me, but what was happening with him. But I just went ahead and got the kill, and I believe that was the final kill in this game. And then I think this guy was upset at me. I'm not really for sure. He hit me. I was like, okay, well, you want to do that? Want to mess with the T34? Let's have fun, buddy. Instantly killed him. So that's the power of the T34. I can't even begin to describe how awesome this derpy little tank is. And mind you, look at this. Look at this. How's that even possible? Look, friendlies. 3 kills. 3 kills. 3 frickin' kills, man. 6,500 points? Like, look at that. Highest in the enemy team, 7. 2 assists. 0 deaths. there's only one other person on my team, and I think he left. That didn't have any kill or any deaths, but he didn't have any kills. And look at this. Look at this. These guys. The amount of deaths, and I'm pretty sure that everyone on their team got at least one taste of my gun. I can't even begin to describe it because this tank does everything. It's a heavy hitter. It can take the hits. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But if you ever in the avenue for testing out the tanks in this game, I 110% recommend that you work up the Russian line first, get these T34s, and experience the amount of awesome I'm having. Now, I will tell you that crew is going to make a huge difference. I mean, crew level 786. And these are expert crews, mind you. Not ace, but expert. So that makes a difference as well, especially in the reload times. The biggest thing in these tanks is reload times. Giving you a little bit of an example, 5.8 seconds. I'm not for sure. I'd have to actually check what the base reload times. I know it was something like 7 seconds. Yeah, there it is, 7.2 seconds. It's something along those lines. Yeah, 7.2 seconds. So, I mean, you're cutting off, you know, well over a second there in reload time. And it makes one hell of a difference. Like, I can't even begin to describe. These things are just so amazingly good. Well, on that note anyways, this is Zaz here, and I am signing off.